This week, Parashat Shelach. A very interesting Rashi says, Shelach lecha anoshim. Rashi in the beginning of the parasha says, Lama nismecha parashat Meragelim parashat Miriam. What's the connection between parashat Meragelim that we're going to learn and parashat Miriam of last week? Levi shlachta aliske dibash dibra ba'acha, because Miriam got plagued because she spoke lashon hara against her brother. So Miriam got plagued because of lashon hara that he said against the brother. Yisrael halalu, these wicked people, this Meragelim, they didn't get Mussar. First of all, from here you see very interesting points here. First of all, the punishment that we did know that when a person gets punished, he has to check into it. Like Rambam says, somebody gets punished in the Chotanit and he doesn't check into his actions. And he says, it just happens, it's occurrence, like nowadays what's happening. The person says, it's occurrence, it just happens. Rambam says, HaKadosh Baruch Hu makes the trouble much deeper and much greater. Therefore, the greatest chesed, kindness that the person can do to himself, and Rambam says that's ruach halev, that's the wickedness of the heart, that the person would not do something to stop all of these terrible things that are happening. That we did know. Now, this chazal are revealing something else. They're saying that even somebody else gets punished, we have to learn lesson from it. Here, Meragelim, they have to learn from Miriam. Now, the fact that Miriam got plagued, it's not just he got plagued. She got plagued, that we should take a lesson in our life. And it's called Rishayim, not because of the wicked act that they did. It became Rishayim, Lachu Mussar. Somebody sees he doesn't take the Mussar, it's a Rasha already. Not a Rasha, because that's the Avera. That in itself is enough to make him Rashi. Now the point is, why do we need to learn from Miriam? If this Meragelim, they say lashon hara against the land of Israel, they say it's up there, people, they are anokim there, we cannot do it, they concluded Efes Azam. Therefore, they are saying thing against HaKadosh Baruch Hu, against the Matana gift of Hashem. Now, why do we need to learn from Miriam? What is the point of Miriam? Of course, without Miriam also, we did know that is something wrong to be done. From here, this chazal, you see that no, the lesson has to be picked up from Miriam. The lesson is very obvious. We don't need Miriam to do that. Now, before Hashem say, no, there is a connection between them. There's a depth here, and very important message in life that, makes a big difference in our attitude toward other people, how to behave. What was the lashon hara of Miriam? Miriam says, when Miriam heard that, when Miriam heard that somehow Moshe stopped his marital relationship, says, only just Moshe Dibra Hashem, us also Hashem spoke. So we didn't stop our marital relationship. Why should Moshe do that? Now, Torah always encourages questions, even from Gadol, even from Rabbi. The Gemara is full of questions. And it's a very valid question because it's related to her to learn for her life. So what's the matter with this? The matter is, there are two types of questions. One type of question, you understand the authority, you understand it's a Bible, you understand the source. Excuse me, how come? Why is it like that? There's another way of asking question. Really, you are not asking question, you are condemning the source. You are saying you are not the source. Moshe Dibra Hashem. Only Moshe Dibra Hashem. What type of business is that? Therefore, the problem is that they question the authority. Like Yachad Kollel says, what did Hashem told him? He told Miriam, if there is a love, yes. In vision, I introduce myself. In dream, I speak to him. Moshe. My servant Moshe is not like that. He's trusted in all. Mouth to mouth. in clear vision, not in riddles. And the image of HaKadosh Baruch Hu he sees, why you want to speak about my Eved, my Moshe? No, Rashi says, Moshe, Aval Bishon Avdi Aval Bishon Moshe. Because Eved Melech is like Melech. I was like, Rashi says, maybe Miriam Aharon would say, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, excuse us, we didn't recognize it. We didn't feel it. We didn't understand it. We didn't realize it. It's like HaKadosh Baruch Hu's Hashem min harishona. This is worse than all. What? You live with Moshe Rabbeinu. You see his kedusha. You see his tahara. You see the way that he deals. You see his ne'imut. You see his Torah. You see how he deals with HaKadosh Baruch Hu, how he deals with the nation, and you feel that you are the same. You are underestimating Moshe Rabbeinu. If you say that, don't think that's a good, it's an excuse more than the crime itself. In other words, it's a crime. Underestimating somebody that you have to realize how much he's doing, that is the sin. Therefore, we learn from Miriam a new halacha. The new line is, so far we thought to do something, say something bad, something negative. Here, no, underestimating somebody is Hashemah. A doctor works very hard for you. He does everything. Oh, he did just for money. He didn't that much. A plumber works very hard for you. Somebody works very hard for you. So he did it for himself, he did it for money. That somebody works, he does so many things for you. You don't consider it as if nothing. You don't appreciate enough. Underestimating that halach of Lashon Hara. Oh, the ones that we do underestimate the most is our wives, our children. We have to appreciate, to be grateful. To underestimate them, we don't have life without them. Life not meaningful without them. Therefore, we have to, in that level and intensity, we have to show our Torah Tov. We have to show the Makir Tov. To underestimate Lashon Hara. Now, the Meragelim, what Meragelim did? Meragelim came to Israel, and Midrash says, they came to Israel and said, oh, here we eat man, we learn Torah, we doing avodah, everything. Now here is land. We have to do agriculture, we have to work all day. We take away from our Torah, take away from avodah. You are in Gan Eden, why should we go there? They underestimated Israel. They didn't understand the planting in Israel, the fruit of Israel, the kedusha of Israel, the gashmiut, the materialistic of Israel is kadosh. It's kadosh. It's like bechina v'tamich dash. All of the Israel is bechina v'tamich dash. He said, no, we want to stay here and just be here. We don't want to get involved with the Israel itself, the kedusha of Israel. Therefore, they underestimated, just like Miriam underestimated Moshe Rabbeinu. These people underestimated the Israel. HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, let's go to the land. This is Sibuy of Hashem. You have to listen to the Sibuy of Hashem. You can't do whatever that you want. You have to listen to the Sibuy. And you have to understand that, yes, in Israel, you have to have the Israel. You have to do the Zonman from Shamayim anymore. But you have to work. And that is the Avodah. In other words, you have two tekufot. Tekufot of Midbar for the years of Hanhag Nissi is called, with miracles to build up Am Israel. Now we have the Hanhag of nature, and you have to build up HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And the Hanhag of Eretz Israel is much higher darga than Hanhag or Nissi of Midbar. Midbar everything was nice. The food was nice, the protection was nice, the water was nice. Everything went through miracles. Therefore, that going through miracles, everything, okay, that's one way of being over Hashem. But the avodah which happened through Kahal Israel in Israel is a much greater avodah. They shouldn't have underestimated that, and they should have a chashivut to that. Then wouldn't be so negative about Israel. Therefore, that lesson would have been taken from Miriam, and that wasn't taken.